And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator IT Expansion. I'm your RPG guy. When we last left off, we did a whole bunch of rig building with the parts that we had lying around. And we finished some jobs, and today we're going to finish some more. So let's get to it, because they ain't going to finish themselves. Stiletto Maven. Division 16 agents have acquired a number of documents from a competing company. We want them decoded as soon as possible. The computer is running out of memory. 3 more sticks should do the trick. Also, internal codes have been updated. D61 PCs are coded red assets, but all liquids are now designated code blue. Make the change. Okay, I guess we gotta turn everything... But all liquids are now... Okay, so just the liquids are blue. Beware counter operatives during this assignment. Our corporate enemies have spies everywhere. Alright, so... She needs 3 sticks of something. Well, whatever's in here. Which is interesting, because she only's got the 1. So, she's got A data... XPG Dazzle 2400. Alright, 8 gig 2400. Oh. I know what I did wrong. So we need 3 of these, and we need to change the color out of here. And she said blue, I believe. Okay, so that's going to do its thing. Emily Weir. My poor rainbow baby needs a new processor. Can you replace it with what it was before? I don't want her to change. I think it was an i9 and then something ending in like 900, like 1900, 10900, 10 million 9,000. Sorry, I'm not good with numbers. There was a 1 and a 9 involved. I know that much. And this obviously isn't important, but one of the other artists said I should check on this Fall Guys game for art inspiration. Can you install it? Apparently it's super cute. So she wants Fall Guys and a replacement processor. Okay, so I can explain. First of all, I totally learned my lesson last time. Yeah, sure you did. Right after I got my PC back, I said to myself, okay, Emily, this is getting ridiculous. You can't keep taking parts out of your computer and use them as art inspiration because they end up getting lost. And I would like to point out that I stuck to that promise. She doesn't suck. Okay, yes, I did take the CPU cooler out to show my manager, but only because I wanted him to see how you'd replace it, even though it was totally my fault it got lost. So my heart was in the right place. Unfortunately, the CPU cooler was not in the right place because I forgot to put it back in. The PC was only on for a second, but it was only on for a second, but I guess it was too late. There was all the beeping and all the weird smell. I may have panicked. I pulled the CPU out, and it's possible that in my panic I dropped it into a glass of water because it was hot, and I also was panicking. So the lesson here is that I should maybe just stop touching things. Well, you should stop touching the computer things. So i9 10900. Can that even fit in her computer? Okay, she's got a Z490i Unify. Let's just look at something here. LGA 1200. Okay, and then her processor is a Okay, it's the right size bunching here. So 10,900. So it fits that socket. I just wanted to make sure it fit that socket before just buying stuff. So we'll buy the one with the lower wattage because I would hate to buy one that would just never fit. I think she needs a new heatsink. Yeah, she's gonna need a new heatsink. Anything that's small, low profile that will work. Like these Alpines will work pretty nicely, and they're pretty low profile. So we'll take the lowest profile that we can get. Okay. And then she wants Fall Guys on her computer, so. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. I'm still trying to shake this cough, man. Sorry, I've got chalk dust all over my computer. Probably not great for computers. Unrelated. I hope my network connection's... Unrelated, I hope. My network connection's been a bit spotty. Can you check it if you get a spare minute? So it's just really clean out dust and check the connection. So there I was making adjustments to my 563rd brand update proposal, starting at a screen digital pen in my hand when I realized maybe all this technology is what's holding me back. Don't get me wrong, computers are great, especially for art. Don't ask how classical painters could work with no undo button. When I'm working with a traditional brand, and that means I need to get in touch with traditions to really understand the visual journey I'm trying to take. Options in the inspiration station are a bit limited since I chucked all the furniture out when I started, but one of the walls is painted black. Grabbed a set of chalks out of my art supplies and boom, we are in business. Having a blast, but I forgot how dusty chalk is. You can clean it up pretty easy, right? So this is a very easy job. Just a clean... It's just a cleaning job, really. Yeah, that's a funny question that he asked. How did they do it in the past? They went through resources. They would start over. They would do drafts on smaller pieces of paper. I mean, stuff that people still technically do today. They just don't understand that's what they're doing. That's why I know like professional artists who will sit there and say, we do drafts. We'll save various versions of the same piece of art so we can alter it, later and do different stuff with it. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. So this idea that people don't do drafting, like drafts of stuff anymore, is absurd. Okay. And he wants a network check too. So we'll do that real quick. Now that we know that this expansion isn't as finicky as the base game, we can just do the things that are asked of us. We're still going to save between every incident to ensure that there are no incidents, but ultimately, that's really all there is to it. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and restart the rig. It's pretty much done. All right, so last but not least, Path Elster, or Pathe Elster, right? I'm gonna need a new PC. Found this case online I want to use. Biggest one I could find at short notice. Ha ha ha. Gonna look sick. It's heavy though. Can't be bothered bringing it all the way over to you, to be honest. Oh god. Don't skimp out on the hardware either. If it can't run data mine at recommended specs or better, then it ain't gonna fly. KK. Oh, and set up the wallpaper for something with a soccer ball. Big match this weekend. Okay, I want to get hype. Dad said I need sellout installed as well, but that sounds majorly dull, so whatever. So we'll get to it. Data mine, and sellout. What's up? I'm Pathy Elster. My dad owns this company, so yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. Fucking asshole. Dad's at a business retreat for a few days yawn, but I talked him into leaving me in charge, which means everyone here works for me now. Ha ha ha. Got big plans when Dad gets back. He'll probably let me run the company full time. Probably not. First step is selling off some good dead weight departments. Finance is seriously boring. Facilities. Literally no offense. No idea what they do. IT support useless. No offense. Save millions. Okay, crack on then. Yeah, this is pretty much how most children of rich people are. They're stupid as shit. So he's got a Corsair Obsidian series. So let's take a look at that really quick before we start buying equipment for data mine. So that way we don't have to literally leave here. We're gonna never spell Corsair right. Because I forget to put the R in. Alright, so what do we got here? So if supports this, if supports all of those, power supply is 280. 280, 500. Okay. So it says he has the case already, so we've already gotten there. So he wants to run data mine. I'm going to assume at recommended settings. Yeah, recommended specs, and then we got to do little fiddling. So will it run data mine? It needs at least 16 gigs of RAM, an 8 gig video card. Okay. We're getting lots of money from this job, so there's no reason to shy away from our spending a wee bit. Okay, so i7-80. Oh, we need to look at that. i7-8700. What can we do in AMD? Whoop. May have to go with a 8700K. So Ryzen 7 8-core 1700X would do it. Let's look at Ryzen 7's 1700X. By price. We have one in inventory, but that's not the point. Spending 360. We go. No, we're not. Oh wait, that's 1700. If we go to Ryzen 1800X for $10 more. $360, $370, $380 is the Ryzen 7 2700. So that would probably be better because it's substantially better than the 8700. So let's spend the literally $20 more and buy that. CPU cooling doesn't need to be anything fancy. Boom. Motherboard. We're going to go with a full size. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Memory. He needs 16 gigs of memory. So if we look at our motherboard here, it's 3400. So let's go to memory 3400. And technically 16 gigger. Two of these would be 232 versus 222. We saved $10 by going with a single stick. Boom. Graphics. GTX 1080. I'm going to assume it's a TI. No, it just says 1080. And if I get rid of the TI, how much am I saving? A little bit. But he needs 8 gigs of video memory. $200 is too much to spend. So let's go with sometimes it's hard to choose. This one's slightly better. So we'll go with that. Boom. Storage is 300 gigabytes. So definitely need something on the bigger side. And now we're getting into 480, 512. Yeah, just kind of. Oh, well, there's 480 right there at $60. Boom. Power supply's got to be a little beefier. Put a 750 in there just to be on a good side here. So for $90, boom. And I'm sure I would assume the case would have like case fans and stuff. Doesn't necessarily mean it will, but it should. So we meet all of this criteria to run data mine at the recommended specs. So that should be good. Everything is here for purchase, which is $2,827, and that includes what we're buying for the extra RAM for what's her name and almost $1,000 processor for what's her name. So clearly we're building his computer under what he's asking. I do believe we have everything except the case, which he has. So power supply, storage, graphics card, RAM, motherboard, that. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think I am. We should be good. I mean, I'm going to find out when I get there, but we'll buy it now. Here it be. And then let's go over to his location. And do His Majesty's rig. Ooh, fancy. No wonder why he's such a dick. Putting green. Well, there it is. Okay. So let's put in the motherboard we just picked up. It's a big computer. Memory. There we go. It's a neat case. All right, so we did that. Data mine, soccer, sellout. Data mine, soccer, sellout. So let's do that. Sell out. So he wants like with a soccer ball on it. There. We'll double check the work. All right, so that's all done. It's a nice case. Kind of like it. All right, he's all squared away. Yoink. Let's get out of here. Before Numbnuts comes back from third brunch. Which third brunch in English just means cognac. All right. Cognac and cigars. Oh. All right, now what did she want? This is Emily Weir. Fall Guys is what she wants. Okay. Let us come over here. She needs the extra RAM. Why am I having so much trouble? Excuse me. Come on. There we go. All liquids are now designated to code blue. All right, this one should be done. We're going to go ahead and make a save before we turn these in. Hardware received as requested. Decoding sequence is initiated, awaiting further orders from Division 61 HQ. Good lord. Find out this person really is just a janitor. Okay, I must have missed something there. Oh, I think I know what it is. Thanks for the cleanup. I'll try not to clean the blackboard erasers next to the PC this time. Thank you so much for fixing my baby. I promise I'll never open her up again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some jelly beans to sketch. Okay, clearly I must not have put the case back together completely. Or it would have let us turn this in. Missing cables. Ah. Okay, now it's done. We'll make a little bit off of this rig for sure because reasons. Um, cool. Don't worry about the money, FYI. After I sell those departments, this new PC will see my pocket change. What a dick. Okay. All of that squared away. We're ready to make it a brand new day. That was really bad. A brand new day. Okay. So really quick, we can start loading this area up with our new computers that we want to make money off of. So we grab each of these. We've got room for roughly 2 more, so who knows what this week will hold. Make sure the new PC, it looks sick. Makes everything else around here look super old and dumb, though. My dad's office doesn't even have Wi-Fi enabled light bulbs. Like, what is this, the 90s? Ha ha ha. No sweat, though. I'm gonna handle the upgrade myself. It's, well, easy. Plus, I'll prove why we should axe the IT support. No offense, XOX. Big boss man. What a dumbass. Okay. From Chaz. What's up, buddy? We're pivoting our social strat a bit, and I need you to do some upgrades, okay? Found this gem at the back of the cupboard. It's missing the memory, but I know you can handle that, no problem. I want it running benchmarks at about 4,000 when you're done with it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, there was a label on it that came from our R&D department, so watch out. It might be radioactive. Just kidding, mate. We're giving it away on socials, so you might want to wipe the hard drive just in case. Had a bit of a setback with the latest giveaway. The streamers we were working with got canceled online, so we had to pull the post. Apparently, the live stream himself, he live streamed himself punching an old lady in broad daylight. Weirdly enough, we did get a ton of engagement on the post before it got taken down. It was mostly comments saying the old lady deserved it. Management wants to steer clear of that disaster, so the next giveaway is going to target business professionals. Yep, no drama in business. And definitely no one's slugging pensioners. I've got a good feeling about this. Okay, so 3D Mark score of 4,000. Let's take a look at this computer from Chet Manley. No, from Charles. So there's some stuff in here, but there's no way he's getting a score of 4,000 off of that. Our budget's $1,200. Easiest upgrade to do would be literally just better RAM and a good video card. So we can put in some used RAM to keep the cost down. And then we'll put in a pretty chunky video card. What's the power supply? 550. Just needs to be enough to run it. So we're talking maybe 1080 for the graphics here. That should get it there. And we can go with 11 gig because it's about $800. We're not going to get a lot for this computer anyway. But before we invest in that, we have some 1080s on us. So we could even try a 1060. But I don't think the 1060 is going to get us there. Let's try a straight 1080 here. No bells or whistles. A $600 card. Let's just see how this performs. If it performs okay, we'll buy one. I want to keep this used one for us. They wanted us to wipe the hard drive, so we're going to install erase before we even run this thing. Now, what else did he say he wanted while we're sitting here looking at it? $4,000. Okay, so just really that. So we'll do this. Actually, how many video cards am I sitting on? Oh my god, we have so many. We could just leave that in there and do it that way, because I don't see any other 1080s to even attempt to pair it with. So I guess we just leave it in there then. Be done with it. We gotta. This is when we have to do this for. All right, Herman Pencil. Or Pinzel. Hoping you can water cool something with my computer. The processor should be fine. People water cool processors, right? Oh, and maybe you can get blue coolant. Then it'll look like real water. No, that coolant isn't water, but it's different, right? I think. I've been stressed out recently. This whole project is just such a massive responsibility. I need to create a little Zen moment to reflect on the true meaning of Blando's breakfast cereals and respond to the deeply laid foundations of the extra mild product line to connect with the essence of the cornflake. And there's nothing more calming than a trickling river or a bubbling brook. I can fit a river in here, but I can't. I can't fit a river in here, but at least I can recreate the sight and sounds with a bit of water cooling. As for the other senses, smell is pretty well taken care of. I've been in this room for so long now that a distinct aroma has developed, not unlike fish. Personally, I've gotten used to it, but the cleaners kept asking to check if there was a body in there. Okay, so he wants water cooling, which is easy enough. Which means we'll get this off. And so he'll need a place for the reservoir. Can't do a rear reservoir, so we'll need to do a front one. So didn't say it has to be anything great. That. Go with that. We'll go with that because it seems to work better. We'll go with that. And is that really it? Because we don't have much of a budget, so that's better be relatively it. Okay, that's over 4,000. So this guy's pretty much done. We're just gonna leave this video card in there and call it a day. Okay, so this guy. Before we order all those parts, we're gonna make sure that nobody else needs water cooling as well. So Chips Hawcom. I'm afraid I need another power supply. Nothing less than 1,000 watts will do the job. I've also noticed something strange. I keep finding browser tabs I don't remember opening, all for various computer hardware stores, some kind of malware. Simple enough. The deep learning market AI is now running at upwards of 17% capacity, and already I'm beginning to get a sense of what it's capable of. It's magnificent. Truly, this algorithm is my greatest achievement, and I only hope I can secure the resources necessary to do it justice. Our department spending review is looming, you see, and they've been asking rather pointed questions about my project expenditure. Not to worry, a little unpaid overtime never hurt anyone. This AI stands to revolutionize the world as we know it, and I will see it through by hook or by crook. I am counting on you not to let me down, my technologically minded friend. Alright, so simply enough, he needs a better power supply. Over 1,000. And I think we can easily do that for him. So let's get down to where we start seeing 1,000 and figure it out from there. So 1,000, I know there's cheaper 1,000s, 205, 1050. So there's no reason not to start here. right? So we'll go with the 1050. Okay. Please describe the issue here. I think I caught an internet virus. This is Calogero Trovati. I can see various lights flashing inside the computer, and I did not ask for them to do so. Please make them stop. Could you also change the picture on my screen to a photograph of a steam train? Please add any additional information here. What happened to the man who used to do technical support here? You replace him, I suppose? Good riddance. He took 3 months to get my email working, and I still don't know how to log off. I don't like the girl on the night shift either, mind you. She gives me the heebie-jeebies. By the way, have you been paid recently? I haven't. Well, nobody cares if you've been paid. As long as I'm getting paid, that's all that matters. So this dude's just busy work, really. He doesn't want any lights on and remove viruses, pretty much. I don't see a special request. Oh, the train. So this is simple enough. We need the lights. So he's got one light. He's angry about one fucking light. Virus scan. And new desktop. On his slow ass computer. Okay, so everything else is good. We can purchase all the other equipment. So do same day. And we'll do same day. Is it still faster than the standard reboot? Right, first things first, we're changing the horse head to... He wanted steam train? Doesn't sound right. No, it's steam train. Okay. Steam train. Removing of the prawn. And the turning off of all of the lights. And we'll remove these 3 things, and then this is done. Relatively simple. I want to ride the choo-choo! Name of the world's first choo-choo pop song. Alright. Here's where we're going to run into some goofiness. First thing I want to do is make sure we can get the darn reservoir in there. That's always going to be a pain in the ass. Now, the CPU block can go there. There we go. And then blue. We put in the beauty panel we can. Kind of defeats the purpose of what he wants to have happen, but okay. When you really think about it, it does defeat the purpose. And I think that's it. Alright. And then last but not least, Numbnuts' power supply. Which, strangely enough, with a power supply, all we need is a tower to build another computer. We have a Skylake processor here that I kind of want to dump. We also have a cabbie, but I think we'll dump the Skylake, so we'll get a computer that has that. Now, he also needed some other stuff here. Malware, so... While that's going, let's order a tower. Well, let me look at my motherboards. I don't think we have anything that would work with it. Processors do I have again? Some nice... Okay, so... Yeah, let's go to... Shop. That and a case. Boom. I wanted to double check. We have some flat storage, that's fine. And mechanical as well. Okay, that'll work. I want it here immediately. Get this cleaned up. Okay. We have some garbage to throw in here, so we may as well throw it in here. And yes, it's a 650 watt power supply, but oh well. In other words, it's not a bad power supply, nor is the memory. We're going to put some interesting memory in here. But, I guess we could put something in better than the worst thing, couldn't we? Might do that. Cooling. Hate these giant things, so let's put this in here. This 1063G is a possibility. This thing is pretty useless. And it's not the worst computer we'll ever build, so I don't see a reason to just dump that. 2060s at 8 gig, but they're not SLI compliant, so that kind of blows. We'll just put this guy. I don't know. Yeah, we'll put this guy in. So we're really gonna get about 450 bucks, 440 for this. Based on the price that's here. We're not gonna tweak it or anything. Boom. Alright, let's make a save. Where we turn everything in. Please enter any feedback here, Marvelous. The last thing I need is the Blackpool illuminations going off inside my computer at all hours. Back in my day, computers were all in black and white. That's what was wrong with that. There was nothing wrong with that. An ideal upgrade. I only hope the malware is truly gone for good. Oh, this is brilliant. It's just like sitting at the riverside waiting for a bite. No, really, these are the fleas. There are fleas in here now. Oh, great. Top stuff, mate. This is cracking work. I've just booked a weekend of ad slots on LinkedIn, so I'll take some photos and get it posted. Then we'll see who the lucky winner is. So yeah, that actually saved us a lot of money. So we did profit pretty greatly on that one in comparison. So it was worth it to use some of those used parts, especially 1080s, and we can't, replicate or, do more with that. So with that said, guys, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ActorStudios for more live gaming action, because when we come back, we'll have some more PC Building Simulator with more work, more odd things that need to go down, and trying to make the big bucks, as we have a nice slurry or lineup of PCs to get on the market. Many of them pretty weak or low tier, but we've seen them want to pay a lot for them. So with that said, thanks for stopping by, guys. We'll see you guys next time.